In ancient times, within the humble bounds of a small Moabite village, lived a woman whose story would become a beacon of hope and faith. Her name was Ruth. Despite the time and distance from our modern era, the narrative of Ruth possesses a universal resonance, a tale woven with threads of loyalty, resilience, and divine heritages, a precursor to ultimate deliverance. Ruth's story begins in a period of immense hardship, a famine that struck Bethlehem, the place of provision, causing distress and prompting Naomi and her family to sojourn to the land of Moab. There, she sought refuge to escape the clutches of hunger. In Moab, Ruth encountered Naomi's sons and later took one, Mahlon, as her husband. However, joy was short-lived. Soon, tragedy seeped into Ruth's life, claiming the lives of her father-in-law, her husband, and her brother-in-law, leaving her and her sister-in-law Orpah widowed. Amidst this despair, the bond between Ruth and Naomi grew steadfast. Upon hearing that Bethlehem's fortunes had changed, Naomi decided to return to her homeland. She urged her daughters-in-law to remain in Moab and seek new possibilities. Orpah chose to stay behind, but Ruth made an audacious pledge. "Where you go, I will go. Your people will be my people, and your God, my God." It was a bold declaration of faith and loyalty, illustrating her commitment to remain by Naomi's side. As the duo arrived in Bethlehem, their arrival stirred the town. The women could barely recognize Naomi, burdened now with grief and empty-handed. Yet, Ruth's spirit remained unyielding. Determined to provide, she set out to glean in the fields, gathering leftover grains to sustain them, a lawful right maintained by Israelite society for the less fortunate. There, she entered the fields of Boaz, a man of influence and wealth, and unknowingly a relative of Naomi's deceased husband. Boaz soon took notice of Ruth. Her diligence and dedication did not go unobserved. He extended kindness and protection to her, ensuring she found solace and provision in his fields. Ruth's reputation, defined by her unwavering care for Naomi and her industrious nature, preceded her, earning Boaz's admiration and respect. Naomi, sensing divine intervention, devised a plan bound by the intricacies of her culture's traditions. She instructed Ruth to approach Boaz at the threshing floor, an action underscoring her vulnerability and appeal for protection under his familial duty as kinsman redeemer. It was Ruth herself who, despite her humble position, represented a manifestation of hope and redemption through her bold move, an appeal that would not only secure their future, but also align with the grander narrative of history. Boaz, recognizing the righteousness and sincerity in Ruth's plea, responded with honor. He expressed willingness to fulfill the role of redeemer, but acknowledged a closer relative with prior rights. Boaz, driven by integrity and respect for custom, handled the matter with all due earnestness. In the end, upon resolving all proceedings with the elders of the town, he esteemed Ruth, not just as an obligation, but as a cherished partner. Through their marriage, Ruth became an integral link in a greater divine plan. The union of Ruth and Boaz was blessed with a son named Obed, signifying redemption and restoration. Obed would later be the grandfather of David, from whose lineage Jesus Christ would arise, fulfilling prophecies and establishing Ruth as a key figure in salvation history. Thus, Ruth's story transcends the bonds of tradition. It holds within its grasp an emblematic structure of divine providence. It underlines a message of hope and the transformative power inherent in steadfast faith and genuine devotion. Ruth's resolve amidst adversity offers a timeless lesson on the rewards of unwavering loyalty and the unforeseen yet profound impacts of our life choices. In closing, Ruth's redemption is not just a tale of personal triumph, but a precursor to divine deliverance. A testament that through humility and faith, ordinary lives can take part in the extraordinary narrative crafted by destiny. Ruth's legacy continues to echo through time, illuminating paths for generations and affording assurance that even in obscurity, one's faith and actions resonate far beyond measure.